The battle between Disney and Florida escalates after Disney CEO Bob Iger called Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' policies anti-business at the media giant's annual shareholders meeting. Yahoo Finance's Canal joins us now. My goodness, he said he's being anti-Florida. That's fighting words right there.
Anti-business, anti-Florida, the drama continues. And this was one of the first times we've really heard Iger dive into this political firestorm. The CEO of Disney saying a company has freedom of speech just like individuals do, and that it was, quote, very wrong that DeSantis is attacking Disney for exercising that constitutional right. Of course, this all stems back to last year over Disney's unfavorable reaction to the so-called Don't Say Gay bill, which forbids instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity from kindergarten into third grade. In response to that, DeSantis took control over Disney's longstanding special tax district, formerly known as Reedy Creek. He appointed a new board, hand-selected those members. However, we found out last week that Disney signed a last-minute agreement to essentially render that new board powerless. In response to that, earlier on Monday, prior to the shareholder meeting, we found out that Governor DeSantis asked Florida's Inspector General to look into this. So a lot of back and forth here. Iger saying he doesn't understand why DeSantis is attacking Disney, especially considering the mutually beneficial relationship that Disney has with Florida. The company revealing that it plans to invest $17 billion at Walt Disney World over the next 10 years, which will equate to an estimated 13,000 jobs. He said it's always been a two-way street, but clearly tensions are escalating right now. Iger saying that, as a company, they're not going to weigh into every single issue. However, if it's an issue that affects their business or their employees, they're going to speak up and have an opinion about it.
I was just in Orlando this time last month. I mean, the power line rails are literally shaped in the shape of Mickey Mouse heads.
Yes.
Like that's how mutually beneficial it's been over years.
Absolutely. It's so beneficial. It's so intertwined. Iger saying, we've helped out Florida with taxes, with tourism, community service. And in the same vein, we've been very appreciative of all that Florida has given to us. But clearly, there's some tensions there that I think are going to continue.
As a kid, I always loved looking at the mouse holes, which were in place of manholes. So yes. But let me ask you, they discussed some other things at the meeting as well. Any details there?
Yeah, in terms of Disney's overall media strategy, Iger reiterating that streaming is at the core of that business. Because of that, Iger is very anti-third-party licensing. He says that it's important to keep that exclusivity of content, especially as Disney's streaming division looks to maintain and reach profitability by 2024 for Disney Plus specifically. He also said the company is focused on quality content over quantity content. And to that point, Disney is going to continue to lean on its most successful franchises and temples. There's going to be a live-action Moana film. Dwayne Johnson revealed the news during the shareholder meeting, saying that he will be reprising his role of Maui. So that was really exciting for a lot of Disney fans out there. But the focus, guys, of this entire shareholder meeting was really on this battle with Ron DeSantis. And I was a bit surprised by that, especially considering there are still major questions out there in regards to the future of Hulu and ESPN. That was not addressed at all on this call.
Yeah, I mean, it begs the question of, especially considering the recent moves that we've seen by Disney and trying to be more cost conscious, cutting their metaverse division even within recent weeks as well, where that digital strategy will get even more prominence and focus as they are also kind of making sure that they're bringing people back into the parks and resorts experiences there and propping up even content that goes into the movie theater side of the business as well.
Yeah, and Iger really seemed to emphasize the parks business too. The new Tron ride that opens today in Walt Disney World. So that's a big feat that they're focused on. So parks was definitely a big focus. Streaming, a big focus. You mentioned some of those cost-cutting initiatives. We already saw round one of those 7,000 job cuts. They're going to restructure the business into 3 different organizations, the parks, the entertainment division, and then ESPN will be its own standalone unit as well. So come this next earnings report, we're going to get specifics on all 3 of those divisions. So it seems like a new era of Disney. Iger is very clear that he wants to take this company to the next level. We'll see if we can get there, and we'll see how the shareholders react to that.
All right, we know you'll be tracking all things DIS. Yahoo Finance's own Allie Canal. Thanks so much, Allie.
Thank you.